Hi everybody. Is Kim dead? You know it's clickbait, but at the same time, it's actually a very, very important question right now because we're just like, what is going on with this roster? It makes sense, but there are a few decisions I think SNK have made which are possibly going to be very, very painful for some of the fans. Let's take a look at the roster and see if you agree with what I think SNK is going with. You might not like it, but let's have a look. Right, first of all, right, this is the current roster, right? That's what we've got so far. Ash is now in, right? And we know that there are 39 characters plus a whole row of DLC, right, at the top. And the first two teams are pre-order DLC. However, as you know, if you look at the poster, right, you've got Heiden. Heiden is confirmed, right? So the question is, where does Heiden go on this screen, right? And if you know KOF, you know Heiden, you know that Heiden is a leader. Even when he's with Takuma, even when he's with Saishu, he's like, no. There's a leader here. Respect the rank. So I'm like, you can't put him anywhere else, right? He's got to be right here as the leader. And if he's a leader, then who is going to be in his team? That's quite a lot of speculation. But again, the question is, okay, so if he's the leader, right, and these are all leaders of the teams on the left side, and if you look at it, yeah, okay, you can't really argue, right? Terry's over there, don't worry, right? These are all the leaders, right? And you can see, Antonov's there, Rio, I'm like, okay, whatever. Right, Yashiro, Atina, yeah, these are all leaders. Blue Mary, yeah, all right. You can accept it, right? So Heiden's got to be here. And again, if SNK wants to shatter our expectations, then he'll be a member of someone else's team. But just begs the question, where is Kim? The slots are all full now, ladies and gents. The slots are all full. So where does Kim go? You telling me Kim's a DLC character? I know Kim's popular, but are you gonna... Not that popular. I mean, okay, he's strong, so he's kind of popular, yeah. But you're gonna make people pay for him now? He's not that kind of character. Are you like gonna try and like tell the whole of Korea? I don't know if they're really into Kim, but you tell the whole of Korea to buy him as DLC. I'm not sure that's gonna work. Of course, if he's extremely strong, it could work. I'm like, but I'm just like, well, hold on, right? So if Kim is, could Kim possibly be in Heiden's team? It just doesn't fit, but it could do. Again, expectations could be shattered, right? But I'm like, I don't know where else to put him. I'm like, what? Do you really think he's going to be a DLC team? I'm like, no, come on, man. I'm not paying for that, but then it could happen. And then of course you're like, okay, so look, let's think about this, right? So you've got two ways of thinking. You've got, is SNK recycling as much as possible, right? And improving the models, of course, right? And just a quick aside, yes, SNK's recycling models. That's what every fighting game has been doing with every sequel. It's normal, right? And improving, right? But Kim Heiden doesn't really fit. What does fit, of course, would be someone that is in the Ikari team and that has already featured in King of Fighters 14. So we've got Whip. Is Whip that popular? Does anybody really care? I know one person cares about Whip. We got Romance. He's very excited, but then he dropped that character because she wasn't strong enough. So much for character love. So, and she was DLC, so did many people actually buy her and use her? Quite a question. A lot of people are hoping for Adelheid to join this team because we've seen Adelheid and Heiden work together, especially in King of Fighters 13, where none of that actual subplot actually happened because it was all, well, it just didn't exist. So yeah, whatever, right? So you're like, but this team just looks really weird. I mean, it just looks really weird. So you know what? don't really know what's going on in this team. I don't see Kim fitting in this. I'm wondering if I don't know, man. This is the big question for me, right? So I think maybe Adelheid would be great. Adelheid would be lovely, right? That would be good, nice, and then that's it, right? I don't seem to have a graphic for Adelheid. Never mind, right? But let's just say Whip. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's go look at Ash's team. That's an interesting point, right? Ash's team is kind of, well, again, that means SNK is going to make a new character, right? They're going to work on a new model. But everyone is pretty much set for Liz to come back into the team. It's like, you know, we might all be hoping, right? But we're assuming a lot, right? Because, you know, Ash and Liz, those two are the team. It's like having Rio and Robert separated. You don't do that. But then again, this is the new KOF. This is the shattering of expectations. Well, yeah. So really, the real big mystery is about the third one. Now, if you're betting on the recycling, then it's kind of obvious that you would see good old Oswald come back. However, there is a character that would fit quite well with this team, although Liz might not like it, but I think Kukri could fit in this team as well. However, we're going to come to this in a minute. Kukri is also a team leader, so it's a bit weird for him to go, you know, relegated to second place, and also he's a bit of a villain from SNK Heroines, so yeah, not that it makes a difference really. So so it could be either of these two, I think, or it could even be like that, and Liz might not even come back, and it's just recycle, right? Like, oof, right? That's going to upset a lot of people, but it could happen. You know, if you're betting on a recycle. Now, of course, there's a lot of here to kind of digest, right? But we also have Mian. Mian, I think, could fit, because of course she was already with Kukri, right? But I think Mian could also fit into Ash's team. She's a bit of a mercenary, bit of a merc, so she could just kind of slide around. You know, it's actually, woof, it's a bit much. And in fact, so these other characters could actually also, because they're quite, you know, like I said, quite mercenary, they could also fit with another team, which we're going to look at now, right? And of course, it's the new Rivals team, and we already know that. Well, spoiler, not spoiler, I don't know, but maybe her name is Dolores or Delores, I'm not sure. And the other one is Isla, or it could be the inverse. We don't know right now, but couple of translation leaks. Again, they're translations, so they might not be accurate, right? So it could be these two. But no, these two are definitely together. But I'm sure the names might be that, right? These two are definitely together. That's it, right? But like I said, the third character, it could be Mian, it could be Kukri. Oswald maybe not so much. I think Oswald has a link with Ash, so that could work fine. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm just going to pop this over here for now. It's a nice ladies team, rival team. It could be Kukri as well. If you're thinking about recycle, I'm thinking, in fact, there could be a completely new team here, and we say goodbye to Oswald, I think. I'm going to say goodbye to Oswald because I'm going to go with the idea that SNK is looking for, or this art direction is looking for pretty KOF, King of Waifu KOF. They're going to have nice, cool characters everywhere, and it makes me feel a bit ill because, you know, you're just like, but the kind of cool street style, but freaky style, you know, the odd characters. That's been part of the King of Fighters flavor, right? But so from what I'm seeing so far, I'm not really seeing any ugly characters in this lineup. They're just not there, right? You've got the boss. Let's put that over there, which possibly is a female or something. See, Oswald, I don't know what's going on with Oswald. Really do not, right? But arguably there, right? I'm gonna leave this here for now, right? So there, right? Let me just put a little bit of space there for the old Liz, so you can see where she is, right? So that team's got some some possibilities there, I think, right? Now, let's go look at the other team that is pretty much guaranteed, and that's the K- team. Right, the K- team, I say pretty much guaranteed, but unfortunately the Nests team is actually quite large. So if you think that Maxima is a given, if you think that expectations won't be shattered, then that K- team is rock solid, then okay, you're going to have K-, Maxima and Cooler. If you go with the theory that they're going to chuck out all the old fat, freaky, strange characters, Maxima's gone, mate. Maxima's gone, and very likely another Nests figure can replace, and that would be Angel. It's very, very possible. At the same time, I'm thinking, you know what, Angel is possibly a very good character to sell. I think people would buy her, although it's a bit weird because she's actually quite hard to use, but this is just waifu, just buy it, innit? We'll see. Maybe wouldn't sell. I don't know. So I'm going to say it's possible. That's the Nest situations. That's what's possible over there. Now, speaking of waifus, we do have Najd, and that was my original pick for this team. However, Najd apparently is... Najd doesn't actually belong to SNK. She belongs to Manga Productions. So for SNK to use her again, that would require... Again, business thing, I don't know what the terms are. That would mean that SNK has to pay for her, basically. Or there is some other quid pro quo, you know, something else going on. So Najd is not really guaranteed at all. But I think she's a possibility for that team. But again, you could have Mian. And Isla likes to keep saying that she calls the shots. So Kukri, I'm like, maybe he's a leader, maybe he doesn't. Yeah. So I think possibility again if you want to recycle stuff. I think Mian was quite popular. I think she was very easy to use. I think she's a possibility for this team. So Najd, not so much, right? So I'm changing my mind about Najd, but just leave her there for now. Right. So again, we have the problem of who fills Heidens Team, right? And I'm like, there is one character that could be a rather big surprise, but then again it will be a bit of a recycle of the already big storyline where Luong is actually a secret agent, and just now that she's in with Team Blue Mary and secret agent with Blue Mary and Vanessa, Gang Il, Kim, oof, they kept the prettiest person from that team, oof. I'm sure a lot of Kim fans right now are just screaming because it's like, what? So, in fact, let's have a quick look at the King of Fighters 14 roster, and we can see what we've got and who made the cut. Right, let me just shrink that down a bit, right? Okay. There, right, so look. Okay. Kyo's dealt with. Benny's dealt with. Daimon, Luong's dealt with. Shuna-A, Meiten-kun, Tung Faru, let's say retired. Fair Fury team, sorted, right? Legacy, King, done. Mai, done. Alice, K- team, big mystery. Ramon, okay. King of Dinosaur, okay. Official invitation. Yeah. South America team. What's going on? Another world. I'm going to say no. Kairi team, sorted. Psycho Soldier team. Wow. Can you imagine what's going on here? Villains team. Yagami, sorted. And then you've got the South Town team. Right? Art of Fighting team. Yeah, they're sorted. Right? So you've got these characters left over, non-confirmed. And I'm going to say, if we go with the pretty boy theory, Diamond's finished. Gang Il finished. Kim, I'm like, no, they can't. They've got to keep Kim. I really cannot see them going on the KOF without Kim, but could be wrong. Right? Tung Faru, off. Angel, no, they're keeping her somewhere, right? Maxima, off. Alice... I think they're going to keep her. Team Another World, no. Kenzu and Kim. Kenzu and, sorry. Old man. Shin, right? Gone. Villains team, see you later. That's it, done, finished. So this leaves me with these three. The official invitation team. Really don't know, right? And the question is, do you want to pay for these characters? And I'm like, bruv, legacy characters. South America team. It's interesting. I had a little chat on social media about this. I was like, doesn't everybody like Team South America? And some people are like, no, don't like that team. We're not happy with that team. It's like Team South America, but 2 are from Brazil. Okay. And then we had some characters who changed. It's like some people live in a different country and then they move to Brazil. I don't know what's going on. But basically it's a bit of a question mark. But I'm like, would you pay for this team? I don't think so. I think Zarina maybe, right? The other two, I'm like, eh. But frankly, I'm like, for me personally, I'm like, they're not popular enough. You might have to say goodbye to these. This is just my hunch. I'm just saying no, they're gone. Mian. I mean, out of these, like, you know, Kukri was cool, right? But you know, I don't know. Really, he's had 2 games. He's been in 2 games now. He's pretty cool. But Sylvie, these characters, they're a bit iffy, to be honest. They're just nah. So you know, I think, you know what? I think these 2 would sell as DLC. I'd buy them. I wouldn't even think about it. I would buy them, right? And you know who I would buy next to them as a third person, right? I would easily buy that team. That team I would snap up. To be no hesitation. Be like, what? Yeah, of course. Rugal, Vice and Mature, easy purchase. Easy purchase, no problem. No, there's no thinking, right? The other teams I'm like, do I want, right? Rugal team, buy, instant buy, done, finished. So that leads me to think about the Geese team. Now the Geese team is, I know Billy's popular in Japan, not so much in the West, but he's definitely popular in Japan. Hein is a new character, definitely popular as well as a husbando, right? Geese is again, he's a definite buy, whoever you put him with. So the question is, who's SNK going to put him with as DLC? So I think Geese is going to be DLC. I think if Rugal's in the game, well, I don't know, DLC. But the Hein and Billy, I don't know how that's going to work. I think Angel is easy DLC money, but she might be legacy. She might just be, you know, I said Team Nests could be. She could end up being with Cooler, and that's a Nests team, and it's a bit weird, but it would work. So yeah, that's really it. I think that's, wow, that was pretty ruthless. But that's how I think it would work. I'm not I'm not involved. I don't know. I'm not the artist director making all these cuts, but you can trust there's going to be some cuts. So that's it. So yeah. So the last question, as I said, is where does Kim go? I still don't know. Right? It just doesn't make sense. I don't know where Kim. I think Kim's gone. I think that's it. I'm gonna have to say Kim's being killed off by Kim. He's gonna have to do some training or something. Because a DLC, I'm like, frankly, I think only tournament players are going to buy Kim as DLC, and that's not really, that's a fraction of the player base. So that's it. I don't know, but I think he's gone. So SNK has killed off Kim, I think, and I hope I'm wrong, but I think they've done it. Unless they put him with Heiden, and I just think it's a weird combination. But it could happen. So let me know what you think. I'm done now. That's it. I've done my babbling. Let me know what you think, because that's my final prediction, I think, for this team. It's gonna be crazy, right? But we'll see you all next time, and stay tuned, of course, to SNK as they keep on providing us with more trailers and things. So we'll see what happens, right? Okay, see you next time. See you on the stream, and we'll continue the chat. Thanks for watching. This is Gunny from Orochinagi.com. See ya next time.